Dạ con.
Hello,
Dạ, hello.
long time no see. How was your date? How was your date holiday?
Uh, I am the same every day. I'm fine.
So, how was your date?
Uh,
Date holiday.
uh, mm, it's good.
It's good. Is there anything new with your family? Do you receive a lot of lucky money or not?
Uh, uh, what?
Did you receive a lot of lucky money?
Uh, yes. I do.
Okay. Do you meet your friends and relatives?
Mm, yes. I do.
Yes. So on date holiday, you meet your friends. Do you meet your friends? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Meet. Yeah, we meet friends and relatives on date holiday, and I don't know how much lucky money do you receive, but I think you receive a lot of lucky money. Okay. So the last lesson we just finished at listening, the listening part of Unit 4 about the food. Yeah, and we did learn some vocabularies about this topic. Do you remember all of these vocabularies?
Yes.
Okay,
I
okay, so tell
yes.
me, what is recycle?
Recycle là đồ tái chế được.
Yes, recycle is like people treat something and use that again. How about disgusting?
Disgusting là kinh tởm.
Yeah, disgusting means you are not pleasant with something. You are unhappy to see something or somebody. Yeah, so it means extremely unpleasant. Um, how about environment?
Environment is môi trường.
That's right, environment is the natural world. That's where people and animals and plants can live together. Okay. So here we have the phrasal verb throw away. Throw away like this, like you dispose something, get rid of something. Okay, so this is the phrasal verb that we need to remember because we have a lot of phrasal verbs that it cannot change the form of the phrasal verb. So we need to remember, like throw away. Throw away is a phrasal verb. Yes. So we've already done with these verbs. Yes, and some nouns and adjectives. Okay, and we also did learn some, speaking part to describe the photos here. That's good. And the next one is the unstressed words. Okay, so let's take a look at this one more time. We know stressed words is the words that very important, like keywords in a sentence, is the word that we hear them so that we can know, the main meaning of the sentence, so that we call it is stressed word. However, unstressed words are the words that we we cannot, that it is not the important word, it is not the content word. So it is very hard to listen to all these unstressed words. It's because it's very light. So for example, like the preposition in, on, at, under, before, the modal verbs like can or can't, the articles like and the conjunctions like and, but, and the to be verb, and the possessive adjectives like links back, or you know, a numb's cough, for example. So it is very light to hear. So it is quite hard to realize the word and to know the main meaning of the sentence. So it is the unstressed word. So the best way to listen to all unstressed word is that we have to listen a lot so that we can recognize what kind of word is it, how can we recognize it, so that we can know the meaning of the word. Okay, and we have some, you know, some signals to recognize the unstressed words, like if we have the vowel sound in unstressed words, it is sometimes changed to a swash sound, like we have the vowel o, so if it is in an unstressed word, it's going to be changed into from, into from. Yeah, so that is one way to recognize the unstressed word. Okay, so that is some reminds of the last lesson we just discussed. And so now we're gonna continue with this one. This one or this one?
Is
that this one? Or maybe we can begin with listening strategy here. Now let's have some content. Let's underline the contents words here. I know that we did this before, but I want you to do it again to remember all the knowledge. Okay, so now listen and underline the contents word.
Okay.
So we have number 1 and number 2 here. So where is the bread? Can you pass me the salt? Okay.
Lesson 4C. 2. Can you pass me the salt?
So pass and salt are the contents words in number 2. Now move to number 3.
3. Dan is in the cafe.
It's Dan in cafe.
Yes, Dan is in the cafe. Very clear.
4. His sister Sophie can cook.
Sister Sophie cook.
Yes, sister Sophie can cook.
5. What's the name of this song?
What and name song?
Do we have what?
Name of this song.
Let's listen again.
What's the name of this song?
What's the name of this song? So I think name and song, like what's the name of this song? Yeah, I mean, what they, they stress this one a little bit. So we can call this content, but it is not like the content of the content word. Like what's the name of this song? The contents word, like we hear the content word so that we can know the meaning of the word, like the name of the song. Yeah, the name of the song.
What's the name of this song? 6. Sushi is from Japan.
Is sushi and Japan?
Yes, sushi is from Japan. So we just hear two words very clear, like sushi and Japan, so that we can know that sushi is from Japan.
Yes.
And the unstressed words is the articles, you, can, you, me, the, can you pass me the salt? So we have the articles, the modal verbs, can and can't, the to be verbs, the preposition, and yeah, and the preposition and to be verbs here. So these are the unstressed words. It's very hard to hear, like sushi is from Japan. Very quick. So it is called unstressed words. Okay, now let's look at listening strategy. Unstressed words can be difficult to catch in natural speech. This one means that it is very hard when we talk to someone in natural conversation. It is very hard for us to realize the unstressed words. So it is difficult to catch. It is difficult to understand, to know, to realize. And to be able to recognize the unstressed form of words will help you to understand them when you hear them. Okay, so if we recognize the form of unstressed words, like the articles, the prepositions, we know the structure of the sentences, so we can try to predict. We can try to guess what kind of word is it, like if we know the name, the song, so that we can know that the name of the song, right? The name of the song. Yeah, if we realize, if we know the structure of the word, and we listen to the stressed words, that we can try to catch the unstressed words. And gradually we listen a lot, we practice a lot, we can understand all the conversation in natural conversation. Okay, now move to this one. Listen and tell me, how are the italicized unstressed words pronounced? How are these words pronounced? We have from, are, your, can, to, and some, and for. How are these words pronounced? Let's listen one more time and tell me, how can we pronounce these words?
Lesson 4C. Exercise 4. 1. Pizzas from Italy. 2. Here are 2 apples. 3. Where's your cup? 4. I can help you. 5. I'm going to the cafe. 6. Salt and pepper. 7. Here's some cheese. 8. This apple is for you.
Okay. So how are these words pronounced? Can you tell me? Number 1, pizzas from Italy. how the word from is pronounced in this sentence.
Is from from.
From, that's right. Pizzas from Italy is very light to hear. Okay, number 2.
Is
R. What R will be a. Here 2 apples. Yeah. Number 3.
Your is true.
That's right. Where to cup. Ja. Okay, number 4.
Is can.
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 You know, the word can here, we can pronounce can. So because it differs from the word can't. The word can, if we want to, identify which one is can, which one is can't, the best way is that the word can here is pronounced can. I can help you and I can't help you. I can help you and I can't help you. So that is the difference between the word can and can't when we say the sentence. Okay, number 5.
To is to.
I'm going to the cafe. Okay, number 6.
And is and.
Salt and pepper. We don't say salt and pepper, but we say salt and pepper. Salten. T and we say salt and pepper. Okay, number 7.
Some is some.
Here's some cheese. Some cheese. Okay, number 8.
For is for.
This apple is for you. For you. We don't say this apple is for you. We say for you. This is for you. Okay. So we have these kind of pronunciation of these words will help us to speak English more fluent and quicker when we speak English. For example, here's some. For example, we want to say that here are some books for you. Here we can say here's some books for you. Here's some books for you. It's quicker to say, like I can help you, or I can help you. I can help you. It's quicker to speak English with kind of this pronunciation. Change the way that we pronounce these words. Okay, now move to the next part. In this task, you're gonna listen to an interview with a freegan. So do you remember what freegan means? What is freegan?
Vegan. I don't know.
Okay, so do you know the Vietnamese word of this one? I will show you here. So a freegan is the person who eats the food that they can get for free, or they can get the food that already be thrown out. For example, people throw the food away into the garbage bin and it becomes waste, and the freegan will eat that food. Tức là những người mà ăn tức là những người mà ví dụ như người ta người ta vứt đi cái đồ ăn vào cái thùng rác thì những người freegan người ta tái chế lại cái đồ ăn đấy và người ta ăn. So that we call freegan. Okay. Now, here we have to choose one answer because only one of these sentences is correct. And now let's see which one is correct. Now let's listen.
Lesson 4C. Exercises 5 and 7.
Adam, you are a freegan from London in the UK. So what is a freegan exactly?
Freegans eat food that other people throw away, and they sometimes give the food to other people.
Why do you do that?
Well, I believe that rich countries throw away too much food, and they throw away good food. It's bad for the environment.
I see. So what exactly do you do?
We collect food from supermarkets and restaurants. It's food that the supermarkets and restaurants throw away.
Do you find the food in rubbish bins? Isn't it disgusting?
No, we don't find it in rubbish bins. Supermarkets usually put food in bags and leave them outside. The food is fresh and unopened. Supermarkets order too much food and they throw away the extra food. It isn't old food, it's good food. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, it's a terrible waste.
And how often do you collect food?
Once or twice a week. I usually find a lot of food. I take it and I sometimes give it to homeless people, and I still have enough food for me.
When do you collect the food? What time of day?
We can't do it while the shops and restaurants are open, so we have to collect the food at night.
Are you a freegan because you don't want to spend money? And because you want free food?
No, not at all. I'm a freegan because I want to make the environment better. When people waste food, they waste money and they waste time and resources.
Are a lot of your friends freegans too?
Some of them are, but all of my friends understand my lifestyle. And they often come to my house for dinner.
Okay, have you got the answer?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good. Now, so which one is the correct answer?
I think it's the sentence to Adam give food to homeless people.
Okay, so did you hear any other sentences that shows the answer? Like, why do you choose number 2? Do you hear any other information that shows the answer for number 2?
It's I hear Adam say he's give food to homeless people. Anything that
Homeless people? Do you know the word home?
No. I know.
Yeah, home. Home like house.
Yes.
Homeless means no house, no home. Like the people don't have the house to live, they don't have home to live. Gọi là những người vô gia cư, không có nhà để ở. Okay, so did he eat the food from rubbish bins?
No,
Yeah,
don't.
he said that I don't eat food from the rubbish bins. And does he like spending money on food?
Uh, uh, yes, he does. I think he's I think he's like
He likes spending money on food. Why you choose number 2? So that means you have to choose number 3 if you said he likes spending money on food. He doesn't like spending money on food. You know, he wants to give the food to homeless people because he is African. If like when he is African, it means that he doesn't want to spend money on food. Like what freegans mean, what freegan means? The freegan is the person that eats the food for free. Yes. And they recycle the food and they eat that. So that we call freegan. So the correct answer here is Adam gives food to homeless people. Yes. And you are correct with number 2 here. So the conversation is quite long, but the answer is very short. So we need to listen carefully and choose the information, choose the answer that relates to the correct answer here. Now, let's move to the next one. Listen and complete all the sentences here. And tell me, how many unstressed words are there in each gap? Okay, now let's listen carefully and choose the correct word.
Lesson 4C. Exercise 6. 1. Adam is a freegan from Luton in the UK. 2. He collects food from supermarkets and restaurants. 3. He collects the food 3 or 4 times a week. 4. He has to collect the food when it's dark. 5. A lot of Adam's friends are freegans. 6. They never come to his house for a meal.
Finished? Have you got all the answers or do you want to listen one more time?
I want to listen again.
Okay, now let's listen again.
Lesson 4C. Exercise 6. 1. Adam is a freegan from Luton in the UK. 2. He collects food from supermarkets and restaurants. 3. He collects the food 3 or 4 times a week. 4. He has to collect the food when it's dark. 5. A lot of Adam's friends are freegans. 6. They never come to his house for a meal.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, number 1, Adam
is freaking.
Adam is freaking. That's it.
Yes.
Okay.
It's from Luton in UK.
From Luton in UK. Okay, number 2.
He collects food from supermarket. Okay. In restaurant.
In restaurants.
Yes.
Okay. Number 3.
Okay. He's He collects the food, the food 3 or 4 times a week.
3 or 4 times a week. Okay, number 4.
He has he collect has
He what?
mm, it's, mm,
He
Mhm.
collects.
he collects
There must be some words here because it if you put he here, so the collect must be at the s. Collects. But it is not, it doesn't have the s here, so that means it must be some words here.
I think it's they
He
um, he has
collect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, collect what? What food here?
he has collect the
The food.
the food um, the food is um, I don't know this.
Okay, you missed this one. It's okay. Now, how about this one?
A lot
A lot of Adam's friends
elephants are frequent.
are freaking. Yeah. Number 6.
They never come to
They never come
to house.
to house.
The house, the meal.
The meal. These are all the answers, a few. Okay, now let's listen again and check the answers.
Lesson 4C. Exercise 6. 1. Adam is a freegan from Luton in the UK.
So Adam is a freegan from Luton in the UK. Do you hear that? Adam is a freegan, is not is a. This one is not pronounced either, but it is pronounced is and so that we have is a freegan from Luton in the UK. In the UK. Okay. And number 2.
Adam is a freegan from Luton in the UK. 2. He collects food from supermarkets and restaurants.
He collects food from supermarkets and restaurant. Supermarkets and restaurants are two places. Okay, so he collects food from supermarkets and restaurant. Supermarkets and restaurant. Yes.
Lesson 4C. 2. He collects food from supermarkets and restaurants.
Very, very quick.
3. He collects the food 3 or 4 times a week.
He collects the food 3 or 4 times a week. And okay.
4. He has to collect the food when it's dark.
He has to. Yeah, he has to collect the food when it's dark. He has to collect the food when it's dark. Yes?
Okay.
He collects the food 3 or 4 times a week. Food when it's dark. 5. A lot of Adam's friends are freegans.
So a lot of Autumn's friends are freegans. This one is easy.
6. They never come to his house for a meal.
They never come to.
Yeah.
They never come to his house for a meal.
6. They never come to his house for a meal.
Yes, very quick this one. For a meal. They never come to his house for a meal. So very quick to hear the unstressed words. Yeah, so it's we need to be careful when we listen. Okay, now move to the next part and tell me, is this one true or false? Can you wait me a minute? There's some problem with this one. Okay. Now let's listen again and tell me, are the sentences here in task 6 that we just hear, are they true or false? Okay.
Lesson 4C. Exercises 5 and 7.
Adam, you are a freegan from London in the UK. So what is a freegan exactly?
Wait. Maybe we need to put the answers here so that you can listen to the dialogue easier. In the UK, he collects food, supermarket, restaurant. He collects the food 3 or 4 times a week. He has to collect the food when it's dark. A lot of Adam's friends are freegans. They never come to his house for a meal. Okay, that one is easier for you. Okay, now is it?
Lesson 4C. Exercises 5 and 7.
Adam, you are a freegan from London in the UK. So what is a freegan exactly?
Freegans eat food that other people throw away, and they sometimes give the food to other people.
Why do you do that?
Well, I believe that rich countries throw away too much food, and they throw away good food. It's bad for the environment.
I see. So what exactly do you do?
We collect food from supermarkets and restaurants. It's food that the supermarkets and restaurants throw away.
Do you find the food in rubbish bins? Isn't it disgusting?
No, we don't find it in rubbish bins. Supermarkets usually put food in bags and leave them outside. The food is fresh and unopened. Supermarkets order too much food and they throw away the extra food. It isn't old food, it's good food. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, it's a terrible waste.
And how often do you collect food?
Once or twice a week. I usually find a lot of food. I take it and I sometimes give it to homeless people, and I still have enough food for me.
When do you collect the food? What time of day?
We can't do it while the shops and restaurants are open, so we have to collect the food at night.
Are you a freegan because you don't want to spend money? And because you want free food?
No, not at all. I'm a freegan because I want to make the environment better. When people waste food, they waste money and they waste time and resources.
Are a lot of your friends freegans too?
Some of them are, but all of my friends understand my lifestyle. And they often come to my house for dinner.
Okay, that's it for the listening. Can you tell me the answers? Number one, true or false?
One is false.
Is false. Number two,
Two is true.
true. Number four, and number three.
Number three is false.
Is false. Number four,
Is false.
false. Number five,
False.
false. Number six,
Is false.
false as well. Really? Okay. Now let's check the answer.
Lesson 4C. Exercises 5 and 7.
Adam, you are a freegan from London in the UK.
So, where is he from?
He's from London in the UK.
That's right. It's London, not Luton. He's the freaking from London in the UK. So this one is false.
what is a freegan exactly?
Freegans eat food that other people throw away, and they sometimes give the food to other people.
Why do you do that?
Well, I believe that rich countries throw away too much food, and they throw away good food. It's bad for the environment.
I see. So what exactly do you do?
We collect food from supermarkets and restaurants.
Okay, so it is very clear. We collect food from the supermarkets and restaurants. So this one is true.
It's food that the supermarkets and restaurants throw away.
Do you find the food in rubbish bins? Isn't it disgusting?
No, we don't find it in rubbish bins. Supermarkets usually put food in bags and leave them outside. The food is fresh and unopened. Supermarkets order too much food and they throw away the extra food. It isn't old food, it's good food. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, it's a terrible waste.
And how often do you collect food?
Once or twice a week.
Okay, so how often does he collect the food?
Once, twice, one or twice.
Yes,
Ah.
once or twice. Once or twice. So it is not 3 or 4 times, but it is 1 or twice. Once or twice. 1 and twice. Okay.
I usually find a lot of food. I take it and I sometimes give it to homeless people, and I still have enough food for me.
When do you collect the food? What time of day?
We can't do it while the shops and restaurants are open, so we have to collect the food at night.
So we have to collect the food at night. It means that he has to collect the food when it's dark. At night, when it is dark. Yes, so this one is true. Uh-oh. Okay.
To collect the food at night.
Are you a freegan because you don't want to spend money? And because you want free food?
No, not at all. I'm a freegan because I want to make the environment better. When people waste food, they waste money and they waste time and resources.
Are a lot of your friends freegans too?
Some of them are, but all
So a lot of Adam's friends vegans. So a lot.
of my friends understand my lifestyle.
Yeah. A lot of Adam's friends are vegans and they understand Adam's lifestyle. So this one. Now let's listen again. I want to hear.
Of your friends freegans too?
Some of them are.
Okay, so this one is not a lot of, but some of them are, not a lot of. Okay, do you hear that? Some of them are vegans, not a lot of.
But all of my friends understand my lifestyle. And they often come to my house for dinner.
So they often come to his house for dinner. They often, not never. Yes, they often come to his house for dinner. It is not that they never come. So the opposite meaning, so that we can choose false. So we have 4 false and true. Two true. Okay. And here is the transcript of the listening part. Now, let's move to this one. Now read this. Read some opinions here, and can you tell me which one that you agree and which one that you disagree, and give the reasons.
I agree that it's sentence 5.
The sentence 5, and why? Why do you agree with this one? Give the reasons.
Because I think it's rude.
It is rude.
No,
It is what? Because it is harmful to the environment and it wastes a lot of money. Is that right? So they should stop throwing away the food. Okay, because it is bad for the environment and they can waste a lot of money. That's right. Okay, so this one you agree, and which one that you disagree? Which one that you disagree?
It's, I think it's the sentence 2.
Sentence 2 that you disagree. Why?
Because sometimes freaking is safe.
Sometimes freaking is safe. Is safe.
It's safe.
So why it isn't safe? So you disagree with this one. So why it isn't safe? I think the safe here means that it is unsafe for your health. Maybe the food that the restaurant throw away is kind of expired, so it is bad for your health. So maybe this one, maybe freaking eat that food and it is not good for their health. Okay, so maybe that it isn't safe. Okay, so I think the freakonism is not disgusting. So I disagree with this one because they help to protect the environment. Freakonism is a good idea. And this one is maybe depends on each person, on each opinion. We cannot say that it is a good or bad idea. Okay, freakons should buy food, not take it. You know, if they are freakons, they can recycle, they can reuse the food that the shops and restaurants throw away. So maybe some people think that freakons should buy food, but I don't think so. Okay, so that's it for listening part. I think the time is over now. So see you next time. Bye. And remember to do your homework. Okay?
Okay.
Bye. Have a good night.
Thank you. I
Bye.
would like to.
Goodbye.